Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wisconsin's offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This crowd bringing the energy energy and noise early. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Reels it in down the left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They execute and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, it's on the ground. High fall. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
On the move, it's Jackson.
And a lot of times you want those. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
And now on third down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, don't they?
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
He wants to pass it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. He can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Going up top. Snags it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the ones.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. The sure hands, it's Jackson. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Trying to get to him. He'll heave it deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Steps away. The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Really good job by the defense, understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense, understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
And the Badgers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only all-important.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. The Bruins will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the handoff. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's looking to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires on the move. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Offense set on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Pratt, able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Makes a connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Offense getting set for first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.